Hi, everybody. Today I'm at Feed Rite Pet Warehouse, and this is a local business that's very close to my home. And I'm almost embarrassed to admit, but I didn't realize this was here. And it hasn't been until I started doing bird content for my channel that I'm becoming more aware of different places, different resources that are available to me. So I am very much looking forward to going in and visiting and touring this shop and sharing it with you just so I can see what I can find. Now, like I said, I've never been here before. They may not even have anything for what I do, particularly, which is for outdoor nature and bird care content, but they may be more for indoor pets, as far as if you have parakeets or parrots or any other type of exotic bird. So I really don't know what I'm going to find, but I'm very much looking forward to exploring, and I'm inviting you to come along with me. Okay, this is located inside of a shopping plaza that has many different types of businesses. It's in the corner, and there's also a fitness center nearby, as well as a local restaurant known as the Lunchbox. Here are all, they have very cute pictures on the outside. Gives you an idea of what you can expect to see on the inside. Okay, as soon as I walk in, there's different advertisements. So if you have a local business that you would like to advertise, they seem very receptive to that. So I can appreciate that. Local businesses helping one another. It's a very decent size, and it looks like they have things for different kinds of animals. You're definitely going to have your dogs, your cats, probably some fish, as well as maybe rabbits. I'm here for the bird stuff, so let's go see what I can find. I'm just going down the very first aisle. Oh, look at this. Okay, I don't have indoor birds, but if you have parakeets or other indoor birds, they are fully stocked with the things that you would need. I mean, I had these types of birds when I was a child, but I definitely haven't been in that realm in quite some time. So they do have special if you can buy it in bulk. So they have things for parakeets, for finches, for parrots. Honestly, just looking at this, the parrot food looks very similar to what I would feed the wild birds. All right, so here we are. I'm just going to quickly glance at what they have, and then we'll look at things in a bit more detail. All right, so let's take a look at what we have. We'll start down here with the bird seed. As you all know, I have to purchase in larger quantities. So let's start looking at what they have. Nature's Window. Okay, and this one is cherry blossom. This tells you the ingredients. And I like the packaging because you can actually see very easily what's inside. And they have quite a bit of variety. Oh, they have a very large quantity. This is like one of the larger quantities of in-shell peanuts that I've ever seen. And they have corn, Nature's Window, black sunflower seeds. And this is a 20-pound bag and $17.99. And they have stuff for chickens. That's awesome. Okay, let's see what else they have. Okay, now these aren't labeled, but I would find out specifically what this was because I do like the price. Now, I don't know if this is for the whole bag or if, it's by the pound or whatever. But if that's truly how much you get for the price of $3.09, I would very much be interested in that. And I like that if you buy these individual bags, you can create your own blend of birdseed. And that way you can get very specific and customized and for what birds you're trying to attract instead of buying the stuff that's already prepackaged. Here we have a nut and berry, which is very popular. You may see it called nut fruits or fruit and nut and berry. Thistle socks. Let's see, what is this? But it looks like you can just put the seed in here and maybe hang it. I'm not quite sure how that would work, but I will find out some information about it and get back to you. So they have some of the smaller size bags, so that's good that you can get different size bags for the feed. Yeah, I really like this. I feel like you can either purchase or maybe customize, but I'm going to find out. They have Suet. This one, I've not seen this before, blueberry smoothie. That's something I would want to eat. So you have blueberry. You have ones that are specific to attract woodpeckers, hot peppers, four-season orange. Now, I definitely like that idea because I bird all year round. So I like the idea that you can have that available year round. Cherry, I bet that would be popular in the fall. Oh, even you can see the sunflower there. That to me indicates it's going to be popular in the fall. Let's see, what are the prices on these? Because I'm interested in some of these for the fall flavors. Apple Orchard, $1.49. This is very competitively priced compared to going to Menards or Meijer. So you get some unique varieties that are competitively priced. And they seem to be having a special right now. Buy 11, get one free. So definitely we'll be taking advantage of this. And then it looked like they have some pamphlet information about this window. So it's not often that you can get information to take home with you to help you understand. We also pre-baked nectar, suet that's in the shape of a bell. That's pretty popular. Different suet feeders. And they have a few other feeders. This one looks pretty unique. I'm just going to see if I can pull that up. Okay. I feel like with this one that you may be able to stack multiple suet cakes. I'm trying to focus on it. Multiple suet cakes. And then the birds would be able to eat from the bottom. So you could probably load up multiples and not really have to fill this too often. I like that idea. Let me see if I can see a price on that one. $26.99. Honestly, for the unique factor and the convenience of not having to fill your feeder too frequently, I really like that. We have this one. It's $31.99. That farmhouse aesthetic. It's very cute. I like the fact that this is made out of metal, so it should be very weather resistant. You have that type of feeder, and it looks like this would accommodate the larger birds because the holes are a bunch larger. So the birds would be able to get inside and then eat the feed. I like that. All right. And they're running another special at this particular time. So this one says buy 12 bags and get the 13th one free. All right. A couple of other feeders, dedicated Oreo feeders. And they have a sign up here that I just kind of want to try and get into frame. I'm short, so it's a little difficult for me to get the whole sign into the frame, but okay. Well, I do have a couple of questions that I'm going to speak to the employees about, as I'm definitely curious about how a Thistle sock works. And I'm curious about this bag quantity here and how they distribute that. So let me go talk and find out a little bit of information and I'll get back to you. Okay, so I did get some additional information to some of the questions that I had. So this is pretty much what I thought it was. It's a Thistle sock. So Thistle pretty much looks like this. And I know there's a glare and it's a little bit hard to see, but it's a very particular type of seed that usually finches like. And the idea is that you can fill this sock full of all of this seed, and the birds will eat directly from here. Now, one thing we weren't sure about is the quality of the bag itself, because birds can be quite destructive, especially when they're trying to get to food. So at this price of 50 cents, if you try something like this, you should be prepared to sacrifice it if the birds actually destroy it. So I'm always curious about it. I did buy some new bird seed that is specific for finches, so I'm definitely going to get one of these so I can try it. Okay. The other thing is that I asked about the bags and the markings on the bags and what they represented. And this is basically the quantity. So these are 5-pound bags, and you're getting a single ingredient that's for 5 pounds or 4.5 pounds at the price of $3.09. I feel that is a very good bargain. You're getting a 5-pound bag of Thistle for this much. This particular bag is 6 pounds, $6. And you're getting a variety of seeds. So, and she explained to me that the seed you're actually getting is based off of this particular Nature's Window Premium blend. And this is the type of birds that it attracts. This tells you, what feeders to use it in, when it's good to have it out. It's made in the U.S., so specifically it has sunflowers, white millet, and milo. So if this is too much, this is a 36-pound bag. If this is too much, you can consider getting a smaller 6-pound bag. So it just depends on, how big your feeders are, how many birds you get, and such. The other thing that was shared with me, a little bit of context on their promotion here, So 12 bags of whatever product is applicable to the promotion, and you get the 13th free. In most cases, you feel like you have to purchase it all at once, but that is not the case. They basically have a frequent buyer program. And once you register your information, they will keep track of how many bags you've purchased. And then when you reach your 12th bag, then you get the opportunity to get the 13th one for free. So you do not have to have or purchase everything all at once. So I really do like that. Okay, I feel like I've got a pretty good feel for what this local business has to offer, and I am going to definitely stock up on certain things. Even though I said that I didn't really need anything like suet, they have some seasonal flavors that I'm very interested in. So I am going to stock up on that, as well as consider what other type of bird food that I might want to purchase for my own use at home. So I'm going to get checked out and wrap up, and we'll talk to you on the outside. All right. I am all checked out. I found some things that I was very interested in. I ended up buying some of the seasonal suet cakes. I got one that was apple, one that was orange, the blueberry smoothie, that had to come home with me. And I also ended up purchasing a bag of seed that had bits of apple, and it was their apple orchard blend bird seed. So I ended up purchasing that as well. So I was very pleasantly surprised and very happy to find this local spot that is very close to my house. It is pet friendly. So if you want to shop with your little fur baby, you can definitely bring your pet in as well. I did register for their frequent buyer program because I will be back here, definitely. So again, I just enjoy being able to find these small or hidden gems that I like to say in local small businesses, and throw some support their way and help them get their name out and everything, and keep everything going and keep them thriving, especially in these challenging times economically. So I really enjoyed myself. I enjoyed sharing it with you, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. Feed Rites. Come check them out. Peace. All right, guys. Blooper reel here. I recorded all that information, and I forgot to plug in my DJI microphone. Hopefully so if the audio quality is not as good as I had expected, it's my own fault. So it's just going to default to using the audio of my iPhone, which is pretty good actually, but definitely not what I anticipated doing. So anyway, lessons learned.